某人听君. Hi everyone, this is your Tisifu again. It's nice to see you all here. Let's begin our open tempo session. Okay, so welcome to the classroom today. And today's topic is very interesting. We are going to talk about the three lives. So your past life, present life, and the future life. And we're going to learn one magic. Don't worry, if you are not in our lineage, you can still learn and apply this magic that I'm going to teach you today, because there will be a simpler version. If you're in the lineage, you can learn the more complex version, but both will work. So let's begin. So everyone will ask this question about, do we believe in past life, the cycle of life, reincarnation, things like that? The short answer is yes. But the long answer is not really like what you see in the common stuff on the internet. For example, some people will believe that, oh, you're like this person, okay? Your past life is the queen in the Egypt, that civilization that has been gone long time ago. Or your past life is the daughter of this person, and then, like that. Or maybe, like the Lama, they believe a boy in the village or somewhere, randomly pick this boy and say, oh, here's the reincarnation of the previous one, like that. That's not what we believe in Taoism. You can say the pattern is kind of alike, but it doesn't work like that, and it definitely goes beyond that scope. What I mean is, now, if you don't know that other worlds exist, then you will be like restricted into this framework, like this world that we are in, like this little box. And you think that, oh, like you're dead, then you become another person in the same box. It's like the same game, and you keep cycling in that game until you're lucky enough to get out of it, right? Now, in our view, it's not one box right here. It's many boxes. And on top of you, you have a few more boxes. And basically, the boxes above, when they're done, they go down one level. When you're done, you go down one level. So when we are done here, we don't cycle in this world. We cycle downward into another world, and then downward into another world, until you're done cycling. Then you will become pushed, like you will be pushed down to the lowest, the rock bottom of that channel, and then nature will help you to return you back to nature's original form, which is the energy form, and it cycle all the way back to the top of the whole nature system, and it drains down again to cycle. And the whole picture is actually much greater than most religions' explanation about like how it works. It's kind of like you want to explain space to people, like the science kind of space. It's so complex, and then you look, oh, there's like the Milky Way, the galaxy, and the whatever. Wow, so many things, right? Like so big. You cannot use a small example to explain everything. And same here with Taoism. Even I know, it's hard to explain to people. But you just have to know that there is actually a past, and you're not here just because you're like somehow magically appeared. Okay, it doesn't work like that. There's a reason why you're here. Okay, there's a past that brought you here. So you cannot really trace back the past, because there's no way for you to know. A normal person cannot know it. Okay, it's like a rule in nature. it's blocked. You cannot look at the confidential file. Now, if people try to look into it with all sorts of methods, nature's security system kicked in and block it off. So you will start seeing illusion, or maybe just see like a kind of like a metaphor thing that kind of represent what the truth is. The main point is you don't even know, and you won't even know. Okay, now imagine 4,000 years ago, okay, in this world there's no computer, there's no pizza, there's no Nike shoes. Okay, now if back then, like 4,000 years ago, someone has this superpower and say, I can see my future life. Okay, let's say that, okay? But he never seen any computer in his life, and it doesn't exist in that world. How can your imagination bring you to imagine and visualize a computer? It cannot. You cannot process that information because you don't have any data in here to compose that image and make a sense out of what you're seeing. Then basically, nature system prevents you from doing so. And what happened is you will see something that is like a metaphor. So instead of seeing a computer, you might see like, oh, you're a writer writing on a piece of paper, and the paper somehow can talk back at you, something like that. It's some weird stuff, and it's not the real thing. So in short, it's useless to think about your past and your future life and how it is actually like and such. But it is not useless if you make use of the pattern. Like, you understand that the moral of the story is there's a future, there's a past, and there's present, right? You understand that there is actually a life before here, and there is one after here. You understand that moral. That's the most important thing. So it doesn't matter what religion you're in, what theory you believe in. Okay? Even you're those who believe my past life is like the ancient queen in the Greek or whatever. It doesn't matter, okay? Even you believe that, it's fine. The moral of the story is the same. And that is, there is something from your past which shaped your life today. And that's why you're here. And before that, there's other lives above, okay? That brings you all the way down here. And then after here, there's something else. So the moral of the story is you better be careful how you live a life here, because it determines how your life is going to be afterward. That's the main thing. You have to learn the moral of the story. It doesn't matter which one is real or fake or whatever. Even like you believe something that is fake is fine, as long as the moral of the story is don't be a piece of shit. Like my previous lecture taught, if you choose to be someone who is like going to be infamous, like always being hated by people, those people firing their hate and energy at you, it goes to you. Even you're out of this world right here, even you're moved on to the next world, you are still being affected, and you don't want that, right? Today, in this life, right here, present, you think you're just being affected by things in this world? Not only that, let me tell you, not only that, people who know you in your past life, okay, like the past life you, not here, like you're now Tommy, right? They don't need to know Tommy, okay? Previous life, you can be Jenny. You can be Thomas. It doesn't matter. They hate Thomas or Jenny. The energy goes to that name. It goes to you, and now you're Tommy. The bomb goes on Tommy. And it doesn't matter, do you know it now or not? Because you're basically eating the consequence at this stage. It's the consequence that carried on. And you will be complaining like, well, my mom didn't tell me about it when I'm born. Yeah, I mean, human born in this world, right? You don't, no one tells you about it, what's going on. You figure it out. You don't find the time, and you don't find someone, or you don't get a chance to meet something or someone that teach you, then you're screwed until you learn the lesson. It's like you're like thrown into a jungle. You find out how to survive. Nature gives you a chance to learn by bumping around and learning the moral of the story. Then you get smarter and you can survive. If you cannot learn, you die. Try again. Basically like that. All knowledges has to be learned through suffer, some pain. No pain, no gain, right? Everyone knows. Okay. So in this world, if you have people who hate you, don't like you, or they kind of like bitch at you at the back, you're going to get affected by their energy because their intention beams to you. Like, I think of this guy and I hate him, and then I go, and then I vent. When I vent, the energy goes, the intention is the arrow that points the focus to the person. Venting goes through the arrow and beam to that direction. One day, maybe not a lot of harm. Many people, long time, wow, you're going to get affected. And that's why today we're going to teach you this magic called 解結緣咒. Untangle the hatred and the negative feeling. That kind of stuff. This spell is used for that. Okay, so you will need to use what we call the 玉清地羅 deity hand sign. So use your hand and then go like that. Okay, now this is my left hand. Okay, when you use the left hand, put it here. Okay, and in your mind you say 玉清地羅靈寶天尊, and then you bow 3 times to connect. And then you put here, and then you say 玉清地羅靈寶天尊, 玉清地羅靈寶天尊, 玉清地羅靈寶天尊 3 times. And then you put it here, and then you close your eyes and you think of what kind of help you need. This left hand brings in the power and help you dissolve. What? Dissolve the hate you have for other people. Why you don't want your hate to go to other people? Well, because if your hate and your negative energy go to other people, right? What happened is you are attacking the other person. And that means you're touching them, right? When they have issue, they will return back a beam of energy. You're going to eat that. And you're going to have something else. It's a loop, a cycle. I'll talk about that later. We run out of time, okay? But this is for helping yourself. So after you're all done, okay, bow 1 time, and then you have to stomp the left foot 3 times, right foot 3 times, okay? Then you're done. That's for the beginner. You can use this one, the right hand, okay? If someone is beaming their crap to you, you use this hand and do the same thing. 玉清地羅靈寶天尊, right? 3 times, you connect. 玉清地羅靈寶天尊, 玉清地羅靈寶天尊, 玉清地羅靈寶天尊. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Now you think of the person that you're like going to fire this to. Point, poke. When you go like that, you're beaming that power out to dissolve that line of energy. So if someone, like your enemy, whatever, do that, to dissolve that energy. Sometimes you wake up and you just kind of thought of that person and then you get a bad mood, you can do that. Now, before we end, okay, quickly, for our disciples, you can do the 解結緣咒 instead. Okay, you can stomp your heart spell, number 1 and number 2. And then you recite the 解結緣咒. 雲霧百氣來解結，雲霧百氣來解結，法氣還靈諸般生，願龍百語解結緣，金光救苦謝天恩，色空無明往生咯，法中無形靈無功，不為明月諸三業，三流福星大天尊，急急如律令。 stomp the left foot 3 times, right foot 3 times. And then poke, point out. Okay, you think of the person and then like that. And basically that sends it off and dissolve that stream of energy. So when you wake up or anytime you thought of a person that you hate or they hate you, okay, that means you and them has this intention energy connecting already. And you want to do that to dissolve that energy, that stream of connection. Okay. Now there are a lot more to this magic, but we run out of time. So that's it for today, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. 福生無量大天尊。